We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Bola, bola. Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch and Oriah Berry Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. And
in the paddling pool.
In the paddling pool. And today, we're going to show you how to make your dreams come true for $27,000. That's right. Uh-oh. That's Dada's camera. We're doing a little video. It's Dada's camera.
All right, what about the bolas?
Bola, bola. Bola, bola. So, we're about to visit our friends, the Family of Light. You've met them many times on our TV show. And what this man has done is he built his own house with his own two hands. Literally, like when you build a foundation, you got to get rocks and stuff like this. This is something like we paid for. He would go to the river and pick the rocks himself. And he would pick the sand for cement himself. He would do every last aspect. Sorry about that, guys. I couldn't give Oriah the camera today because she's in the water and she'll break it. So what they did is they bought a small piece of land right by a river in Vilcabamba here for $12,000. It's about a half an acre. And we're going to go there today. And when you see this place, you're going to be amazed at how amazing it is. And then also, the total cost of their house in total was $15,000. And this is a very nice house that you're about to see today. So for $27,000, they're living in a pristine environment in an area where bananas cost 5 cents, an avocado costs 35 cents, and so on. And they made their dreams come true for $27,000, this family. So we're going to go head over there. We're going to go see Antonio, Marley, and their daughter Marina, the Family of Light. And we'll see you soon. These are the beautiful flowers that Oriah and I picked on our morning walk this morning. And since we're headed over to Antonio and Marley's right now with Marina, she absolutely loves the freeze-dried durian. So I'm going to bring her a can.
Oriah.
Today I'm going to bring a few, just because Oriah likes them too, and just so everybody can have it. And so we're off to go check out this amazing house that they built from their own hands, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody, we just took a drive over here, and we're going down the drive, well, this little last road until their house. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Check it out. The river is right over by those trees over there. And there's the beautiful house. Let's go check it out. You guys ready to see Marina go crazy for durian? Look what I got, Marina.
It's kind of hard to stop too.
Every time I come over, that's what happens. Okay, guys, you gotta check out this house. It's ridiculously amazing. We're gonna come up right now. Everything is like handmade. He did it himself. Let's check it out. I'm sure it's going, yeah. Me and Angela love how they did the underneath the sink, as we've got cabinets and they get moldy sometimes and stuff like that, which is awesome. Thanks for letting us come, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome, man. Welcome, Oriah. And
What you doing right now?
I'm hooking up a hammock.
It's a hat. It's a hat. Wow. Is Dada?
Hey, I actually have a.
Basically, so like today, because of this This is actually from the Hope for the Green Star. We heard the immigration is coming by a lot. Did they go to you guys?
Avocados.
Wow.
Spices,
Curry.
curry, yes.
So if you come in the bathroom, it's just amazing. Hey Marina, can I go in your room?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Pretty princess room. Woo!
You put my underwear in.
Wow. This is in their bedroom, and then there's a heart stone right over the bed. This is what I'm talking about. You get to do everything you want. Like, they placed every stone exactly where they wanted it. So many of you probably remember the Family of Light. Antonio, we've interviewed them before because they're up to some amazing things. And yeah, I mean, you must be kind of proud of what you've done here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was just going for the ride. You know, I always wanted to take responsibility for a living space. You know.
Yeah.
You obviously know we live in New York City, and brick buildings, and you know, it's just sheetrocks and nothing really, you know, special. So here we are. We were inspired when we saw out here. We saw a few places. The very first place that we lived in, it was a bamboo house, and it had something similar to that. And we lived in a lot of other places since then, you know. But that place really stuck with us, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just one big open space, and just, you know, it was, you know, a lot simpler than this, but it just stuck with us. And so we really wanted to have a place where it encouraged us to go outdoors, and so that's why the bedrooms are so just enough so we could go change and sleep.
Nice. Yeah. So this is just awesome. Thank you for allowing me to do this, and also for actually allowing me to tell everybody like the cost and stuff like that, because I told them earlier in the thing.
Sure.
I mean, a lot. For example, you used to do a 9-to-5 job.
Yes.
And I'm just telling people like they can make their dreams come true for this. So yeah, I mean, maybe you could talk about that, like that you're on a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah. I mean, before I came to this point, you know, as you know, my family and I made a lot of adjustments, and really taking responsibility for our health first, our health, and then once we realized how good we felt, you know, we realized that we're capable of doing more than just our occupation, what we were trained in, and so here we find ourselves in this beautiful, you know, Vilcabamba, Ecuador, where we don't have building codes, we don't have, you know, super expensive gas and other things like that. So, and at the same time, we could go ahead to the rivers and grab the rocks that we want. Most of the rocks here, actually the three of us have gone out to collect. And the way I saw it, man, was basically I paid what I would pay for a college course. You know, so
Brilliant. Now he knows how to build a house.
Yeah, I definitely had some help. I mean, I used a guy that I knew living out here. I was very close with him, and I trusted him, and so he was my mentor throughout this whole thing, working together. And I wanted to take the skills from him, but at the same time doing it. You know, I'm not the classroom wasn't cutting it for something like this. So it's paid off. I got all the knowledge up here now, and at the same time I have this as my diploma.
I mean, it's totally peaceful here. The river is seriously like just meters that way. We'll go check it out if you're up for it a little later.
Yeah, totally. I'm just right across the river from these guys, so
Yeah.
that's a big plus.
Right on, right on. And then also, Marina, she, before you got into this lifestyle, she was having some issues, like
Yes.
asthma, stuff like that, and then this was like the first thing, like you were talking about health.
Yes.
And now you've built your family at home.
Yes. We after learning about the amazing power of natural foods from websites like yours, and Angela's, of course, and watching you guys talk about the amazing changes that happen. I mean, and folks like Mike Adams and other folks online, it just gave us the courage and the confidence. And once we got that, I mean, we started becoming our own doctors. I mean, for ourselves and for Marina. I mean, within a week, we cured her asthma, and it hasn't come back. It's been now almost 5 years. So that kind of confidence just opens up your mind to new doors. Like, okay, we could be doctor. We could go ahead and be a nutritionist by learning natural foods, and from there, gardening. That was the first thing that we realized. Hey, we gotta. And so
We'll check out your garden too.
before we had the idea for this house, the gardens came first, and I actually started working on the gardens first just to get the experience before I made these walls, inside the house. And so so we became our own gardeners, and then from there, hey, why not? I mean, let's make our own house. We designed our own house. I actually have a plan here. Me and Molly, we got together and we asked Marina for her input. And actually, her input is more on the second floor, which will be in the future.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But let's talk about the second floor real quick. But real quickly, your YouTube channel is Family of Light.
Family of Light 2010.
Family of Light 2010.
Yeah.
And you type that in YouTube and it'll pop up.
Yeah. You could just Family of Light 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm always like, we're always hanging out, and he's always telling me about all the sustainable living he's planning to do, that he's doing now. And you were telling me you're going to be doing videos on this type of thing. What you're taking your house, we've got the start of your house here, and now like to be continued would be on his YouTube channel.
Yeah. We're starting our videos back up again. We took a hiatus for about a year doing this, and putting our energy into this. And but yeah, I would like, my mission is to prove to myself that we can take matters into our own hands and take responsibility in our own hands. Obviously, it's a process, but I'm in the middle now of planting trees, and we're going to have our greens on the sides and fruit trees in the middle, and using the river, I plan on doing maybe electricity work and doing a well. That's on my to-do list. So I plan on documenting those things for folks on YouTube, and for family and friends and all our brothers and sisters on YouTube.
Right on. Maybe we could go check the second floor out.
Yeah.
But real quickly, maybe we gotta find, get the real true opinion about how they feel about their house and stuff. Maybe we could ask his wife, Marley.
Molly!
Are you happy with the house?
Oh, I'm really happy with the house. It feels so good to be here. It just feels like it's, it's part of nature.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, I'm really happy. Antonio worked really, really hard. I mean, we all worked hard, but he worked really, really hard. That. He was always like, whatever birthdays, whatever we had, he was never around because he was always working. So, but it's, it's great.
Yeah, the best part about this, it was like, it was a party out here. I mean, me doing this, and the three of us going to the river, and I had my nephew here. Big shout out to Julian, and we had our music on. The guys I work with, and a big shout out to Nixon too. I'm gonna have him watch the video. It was just as fun to be working on this project here as it was doing anything else. And that was a big pleasant surprise. I mean, but when you have your heart in the right place, and you know, and we were prepared for this point, and we did take our time.
Yeah.
We certainly, you got to be in the right state of mind for this.
How many months did it take?
For the house itself, about 7 months. For the gardens and the gardens and the entrance, another 5 months. But it was just basically a two-man operation.
So you pretty much made your dreams come true for very low cost.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
It seems like others can do this. They could save up money for 2-3 years in their 9-to-5 job and just bam.
For sure.
No mortgages.
No mortgages.
No mortgages.
No rent.
And it does take, you have to learn, the ins and outs of where to go, shop for things and really ask around, we did that, I even know now how to make my own adobe. So if you want to go that extra mile, now I bought the adobe blocks, the earth blocks. You could actually make your own, Matt. So if you're patient enough and you have your heart in the right place, you could totally make your dreams come true. Not a problem.
Right. If he could do it, anyone could do it.
For sure.
Yeah. And he also learned Spanish in the process.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy I worked with, he was my Spanish teacher, and my mentor to do this, and we worked together, and it was a win-win-win.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm a little bit envious of it. It's just like he built it with his own hand. It's so homely. Every little aspect and little stone is like his decision. Yeah, awesome guys.
Well, it's never too late, man. Never too late. It's even if you make a little project, I definitely recommend it to anyone. I mean, and especially it's great for our kids. Marina was there, every step of the way, and the confidence that you pass on. It's I can't. Future videos we're going to talk about unschooling, or also called open source education. It's a big thing that we want to dive into, and I mean, basically, us building a house that is open source education for our kids.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's like something someone can really use, All right, so let's go check around.
Cool.
View his gardens, and then go to the river right over here that's bordering his land. And Antonio, you were saying that you built the gardens first for many different reasons, like for water or...
Yeah. I there was some irrigation from our neighbor down. They irrigate quite a bit, and so I put this wall up first.
Wow.
And then I thought, I'm making that wall anyway. Might as well add another little wall here, and voila, we worship our food. I mean, we value our food, I should say.
Right.
And so here it is. We just plant standing up, collect standing up. We could just eat it standing up. So it's pretty cool.
And then it also teaches you how to make walls and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, it did. There's an art to it, and it's actually art. The guy I was working with, I call him an artist. He was teaching me, and I was like, "This is art, man." And you'll get a workout at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Cool. Should we check out the river?
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is awesome. Dinosaur kale, broccoli, lettuce. Wow. Eggplant. Fennel. No way. Dude, that's crazy.
Here we are.
Bordering a river. It's like you have your own beach.
Yeah. I have some ideas of making a little, staircase going down, and
Wow. It's crazy. Beautiful. Congratulations. Let's go up those stairs and check out the second floor. All right. Okay. Whoops. All right, let's go upstairs. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, someone could just live in the first floor and that's enough, you know? And then you just have like... That's awesome. Whew. Amazing view. You mind sharing what you're going to be doing up here?
No, we actually designed this floor first. And Marina wants a little loft. But we're gonna have actually it's gonna be part of the outside here. And it's gonna go down to the garden.
Yeah.
And the idea is I want to go down this staircase from the kitchen here. The kitchen's gonna be right here.
What?
So you go down, you collect your greens, you can walk all the way around, and then come up the staircase
Over
on
here.
this side. Yeah.
Wow.
And this is going to be one open area, and you know, two little bedrooms, and then a patio out here. You know, all of this is going to be open. I'm going to have a bar area right here. With the windows going to be right here. And
What are you going to be serving at the bar?
green smoothies, baby, and maca drinks, and our favorite. If you guys seen our channel, me and Marina, we're still loving the passion fruit banana smoothie. It's amazing, and if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's one of our videos that me and Marina do. We do some recipes. We're gonna get back on that soon.
Nice. Is this going to hang over, you were saying, or is that not the case? Like,
No. There's gonna be a roof for this.
This patio where the girls are right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
But the patio's just gonna be right here for the second floor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I have a hammock right here. And maybe one down one. We'll see.
Right.
Hammocks are big.
So
There's
sweet.
a big payoff at the end of all this, you know, the hammocks and the nice fresh air, you know.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I was just talking to Antonio, because they're doing 2 stories, the house would have cost $10,000 if they just did a 1-story house. There's just so much rebar metal in this roof for the support that it needs that this roof alone just costs $5,000. So, you know, you could build a house that's really nice for $10,000. And he was also telling me if you didn't do these walls and other fancy things, it could have been a lot less. It's unbelievable. Looks like Marina's learning how to build also.
Yeah, she's inspired. You know, the key is, Matt, is if I was asking her like to help me, you know, like I'm putting pressure on her.
Yeah.
You know, she wouldn't do it. You know.
Yeah.
And the key is, you know, just let them come and help you when they're ready. You know, and of course I'm not relying on help. You know what I mean. But
Right.
you know, it's you know, like collecting little rocks and stuff like that.
Right.
When we weren't expecting it, that's when she would do it, and then, you know, she got more and more confident, and you know, she wanted to be more and more part of it, you know.
Yeah. Maybe you could share about how what you consider like homeschooling. It's like for adults too.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, you know, as I was telling you, the last 5 years of my life since we made the diet change, and then we've had to take responsibility for what we eat, and then you know, how it's prepared. So yeah, I mean, it's what you know, the last 5 years I've learned Spanish, I've learned how to build a house, I've learned how to garden, I've learned how to prepare raw foods, and we've learned how to you know, how to treat ourselves in case of any medical emergency. So these things I've learned as an adult, and that's what we need to pass on to our kids. You know, it's just that confidence, and really how to learn, how to access information, and so yeah, you know, this grades, you know, just because you graduate high school or college doesn't mean your learning stops. And so, yeah, I would love to dive into, as a community here, and having groups on how parents and children can both find the confidence it takes to learn. And so, our focus is not going to be just the kids; it's going to be ourselves as well. And once we have that, the sky's the limit, no?
Right. Nice. Well, there you have it. I mean, this is just ridiculously awesome. And thank you again, Antonio, for sharing everything.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah. And this is Matt Monarch. We'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.